What's going on, everybody? And I hope you've had a fantastic Thursday morning, afternoon, evening, and a Thursday night. This is NYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm bringing you the BKN Game Recap for the Brooklyn Nets as they took on the Chicago Bulls tonight at the Barclays Center on TNT, nationally televised. Now, this was the first basketball game for the Brooklyn Nets that they played without Kevin Durant, without Kyrie Irving, without James Harden, without their big three. The big three is no more. Obviously, we know Harden got traded at the deadline last year. He's a Philadelphia 76er. Kyrie Irving got traded earlier in this week to the Dallas Mavericks. He's now with Dallas. And then obviously Kevin Durant got traded about 24 hours ago to the Phoenix Suns. He's over there in Phoenix. And the Nets tonight, the Nets showed you. Now I know everybody's going to say, it's the Chicago Bulls. They're not good. They're one of the worst teams in the East. I get it. But either way, the Brooklyn Nets tonight played a good team game. And the Nets were able to pull this one out by the final score of 116 to 105 over the Chicago Bulls, breaking that brief 2-game losing streak. And a lot of it had to do with some of the new Nets that were out there, some of the core bench players on this team stepping their games up. And this Nets team fighting and clawing and fighting and clawing their way back in, and multiple contributions at different points in this basketball game. Also, the Nets did a very good job holding the Bulls to 46% shooting from the field and a whopping 19% from the three-point line. The Bulls could not buy a three-point shot the entire game. They couldn't buy a three-point shot. The Nets also out-assisted the Bulls 26 to 15. They out-rebounded the Bulls 49 to 46. The Nets shot 38% from the field, 39% from the three-point line. They shot 43% from the court. The Nets did commit 20 personal fouls and 11 turnovers, which are the same amount of turnovers as the Bulls did, 11. And they had 4 more personal fouls than the Bulls did. But either way, the Nets had a good win tonight, and it all starts out with Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie. One of my favorite Nets players a few years ago. A guy that came out of nowhere, joined the Nets when they had Kenny Atkinson as the head coach. One of the originals with this Nets team back in 2016-2017. When that team was playing scrappy, playing hard-nosed, playing hard on that game. Dinwiddie came back to the Nets tonight rocking his old 26 jersey, and he played a good game tonight. 39 minutes for Dinwiddie, 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 7 from the three-point line. He had 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He led the team with 25 points. Dinwiddie was exactly what the Nets needed at the point guard position, or the shooting guard position. Point guard, I mean. Dinwiddie was very good. And his defense stepped it up towards the end, too. Cam Thomas had his roughest game for the Nets since Irving went down or got traded. Thomas shot really poorly tonight from the field. 3 of 16. He was very, very bad from the field overall. Put up some very ill-advised shots, but he still was able to get to the line 13 times, knocking down all 13. He had 6 rebounds and 4 assists and scored 20 points in the game. So Thomas was at least able to get to the line and be able to provide some scoring for this team. I thought Day'Ron Sharpe, anybody that says Day'Ron Sharpe shouldn't be playing, I don't get it. Day'Ron Sharpe actually had a very underrated game tonight for the Nets. He just has to stop with the stupid fouls. But otherwise that, Sharpe had 28 minutes. He was 4 for 9 from the field, 12 rebounds, 8 points overall. He had 1 assist. Overall, he had 9 offensive rebounds. Day'Ron Sharpe had 9 offensive rebounds. Sharpe was a force on the offensive glass for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith in his Nets debut. 35 minutes, 4 of 10 from the field, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 9 points. no blocks or steals, but he was the guy that was locking down DeMar DeRozan for the most part. And DeRozan, he wasn't really that great. DeRozan had a rough game tonight. He had 14 points, but 5 of 13 shooting. The one guy on the Bulls that really killed the Nets the entire time was Zach LaVine. He had 38 points in 40 minutes with 16 of 20 feet from the field. The Nets also got monster contributions off the bench at points in this game from both Yuta Watanabe and Joe Harris. At one point, Joe Harris was absolutely on fire in that second quarter. He hit 6 consecutive three-point shots. 6 consecutive for 18 points. Harris was unconscious from the three-point line in the second quarter, but he didn't score any points after that going into the second half. And Yuta Watanabe stepped it up as well. Watanabe had 14 points in that fourth quarter, including hitting some big threes. So Harris and Watanabe got their opportunities tonight, and they stepped up their game for the Nets. Ben Simmons, in the first half, played pretty well. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 offensive rebounds. In 20 minutes, he was 4-7 from the field. Second half, he didn't do much. And even Patty Mills got a couple of contributions in there. 8 points, 14 minutes, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. And then look at some of the other guys. Royce O'Neal also played in 28 minutes. He didn't shoot the ball well. 2 of 7 from the field. He had 3 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 points overall. He had 4 personal fouls. He did have a steal, but Royce O'Neal was solid on the defensive end. The one thing I love about it the most, the Nets were balanced offensively in terms of their minutes. Finney-Smith, 35 minutes. O'Neal, 28 minutes. Sharpe, 28 minutes. Dinwiddie, 39. Thomas, 33. Harris, 21. Watanabe, 22. Mills, 14. Simmons, 20. 9-man rotation balanced out. Sumner did not play. Drew Smith did not play. David Duke Jr. did not play. And you had Seth Curry, who was out due to an abductor strain. Claxton, who was out due to a hamstring tightness. And you also had, obviously, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, who are out, who just got traded from the Phoenix Suns. They didn't play tonight. But they should be back, but they're going to be ready to go by the weekend. This Nets team is not as bad as people think they are. Are they a super team? No. Are they a championship team? No. Probably not. But can this team be a scrappy team that can be able to make some noise in the playoffs? Why not? They're a good defensive squad. A lot of good players on this team. You could say this Nets team has got at least 10 to 13 good players on this team. Some might not even play on certain nights because of how deep this team is. No all-stars. They have some players that can emerge as stars. No all-stars on this team, but they have some talent. And the Nets went out there and took care of business against the Chicago Bulls team that they should have. And now the Nets are going to get ready for a game against the Philadelphia 76ers at Barclays Center this Saturday at 6 p.m. Most likely having Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson ready to go. Hopefully Cam Thomas can shoot the ball better. Dinwiddie played like the leader on this team, as he thought he would be. Overall, I'm happy with how the team performed tonight. I am. I love the team performance by this Brooklyn Nets team tonight. I thought they've all did a solid job. Now we have to wait and see what's going to happen with this basketball team going into this weekend. Hopefully we get Bridges ready. Hopefully we get both Bridges ready, as well as we get Johnson ready against the Sixers, because we're going to need them. And hopefully Claxton is going to be healthy enough to go. He's questionable for this last game. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back and play against the Sixers. I don't know when Curry's going to come back. I'm not sure how long Seth Curry is going to be out, but be good to have him back out there too with his shooting. But either way, in the post Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving era, the Nets pulled off a very solid win tonight. They are now 33-22 on the season, 5th place in the East. and they're going to get ready for a matchup against the 76ers this Saturday at home at Barclays Center. You guys let me know in the comments section what you thought about tonight's game, what you think about the Nets, and how you feel about this team going into this weekend. Let me know in the comments section. As always, turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short dropping on the channel, as well as hit that like button if you haven't already, and give a sub to NYGJeffyT85 for more news, updates, chatter, and game recaps around the Brooklyn Nets. But let me know in the comments section what you thought about tonight's game between the Brooklyn Nets and the Chicago Bulls, and if you think this Nets team is still in good shape heading into the rest of this 2022-2023 NBA season. And I don't think it's woe is me that everybody, all these fans are saying right now. I still think this Nets team is good enough to be a team that's going to make the playoffs and could potentially be a team that could be near the middle of the pack in the Eastern Conference. Not better than Boston, probably not better than Philly, not better than Milwaukee, but still a team that can compete in the East. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. Take it easy, and let's go, Brooklyn Nets. As always, it's a Nets world, and we're all just living in it.